Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Tech Talk, where we talk about all things concrete grinding and polishing. And we only ever bring you special guests to talk to, except for when we don't. But today we do have a very special guest. Everyone, welcome to the show with me, Joe from Eno.
Heck yeah.
All the way from the United States.
Yep.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, born and raised.
Wow.
Yep.
Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
What are you doing in Australia?
Come to see what all y'all get into on the daily basis at headquarters. So a little bit of my background. I am basically the lead shop technician for Eno Supply. We are one of the only distributors in North America for Works Plus. Yeah, come to see what the circus is all about and get some good info from these guys.
All right. Well, from my understanding, it's been going a bit both ways as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, about your background, are you only involved in machines, or do you have a love for polished concrete as well?
I love polished concrete through and through.
Oh, you're messed up as we are.
No, I basically was graduating high school. Didn't have much of a direction of where I wanted to go. After high school, I took a little bit of time, did some traveling with my older sister. Spent maybe a year just kind of bouncing around. And within that timeline, just was searching for a under the table job, just get some quick cash, and came across Jay.
Is this what he's known for?
Yeah. Came across Jay, and I saw a polished concrete floor, and it was really intriguing. Just very different than anything I'd really seen. Wasn't too familiar with it at all. Seen terrazzo flooring here and there in the States, but just was really intriguing. So started first day getting on an angle grinder with Jay and just got thrown to the wolves. So
doing edges,
baby. The real work. Did that. Worked with Jay on flooring, all installs for about maybe another year or so. And within that timeline, I was enjoying it, but I always had a passion for welding and metal fabrication and things like that. So decided to go the schooling route for welding. Did that for a little bit, and then COVID hit. So was in a machine shop working where I was in school. And within that timeline, kind of got my bearings on the welding and things like that. Didn't feel the need to go back to school. So, I was just living on the coast, doing a lot of powder coating. So a little bit of metal fab, but ended up moving back home just for whatever reason. And I think Jay just saw my social media of me back in the area, and he reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey man, got a pretty good opportunity. We're still pumping along," and brought me on site. And the first day, he was running Works Plus tooling, and I'd had previous experience with other systems when I first started with him. And I mean, at the end of the first day, I kind of came to him and I was like, "Man, what's up with this Works Plus stuff? It's different." He was very good at teaching me the actual process and the understanding of what polished concrete is.
Yeah, he is.
And once I grasped kind of what was going on under the machine and how the tools and densifiers and everything affected mechanically polished concrete, the works system just stood out to me. And we both were. I mean, I think he may have been with y'all for maybe a year or two prior to me coming back. And I think his big thing kind of getting in contact with y'all was we wanted to do better work. We wanted to do higher quality. We had taken note, kind of looking at the Australian market, just incredible work. And every arrow pointed back to Works Plus. Got back on the tools for, I'd say maybe 6 months. Had a great experience with all the process, got really involved, and kind of my head wrapped around the work system. And within that timeline, we had a guy come in to start doing big blocks. And I kind of saw what was going on and kind of caught my eye a little bit. So I was like, hey, I could do some of this. And so Jay threw me into the back of the shop, gave me a machine, and it's kind of, from there on out, I've been basically I've done all the big blocks in North America, all of our equipment repairs, things like that for, say, about 5 years now, since the beginning of 2021. So
how many big blocks have you done? Do you know?
I want to say we are close to, I think, 60, somewhere between 50 and 60 in North America. Pretty much 100% success rate with all of our repairs.
So for those who don't know, what is a big block?
So a big block is basically an upgraded motor for the PG grinder series. We will basically remove the 11.5, and we will introduce a 15 kilowatt. Gives you a lot more output, a little bit more head pressure, gives you just a little bit more oomph behind the machine. I think from what our customers' feedback has been, I mean, all they want to run is our big blocks. So the guys that do get into them can see the value with that upgrade pretty much instantly when they get on the floor.
Yeah.
The progression is a lot faster. The output's a lot more consistent. And it just makes the machine overall beefier, more aggressive unit. And within that, we'll usually do full bearing rebuilds, belts, top to bottom, machine shakedown. Throughout that, we'll basically let customers know, hey, if you're going to do the big block, these are some other things we would recommend to basically make your machine the best it possibly could be. But yeah, it's a beast of a machine. I've been in the workshop. We don't only work on PG grinders. Anything you have, we'll take it in, and we'll try to keep you up and going. And I've seen pretty much every machine out there, and the simplicity and just the makeup of the PG grinder was, in my head, the way to go. It's very, very straightforward, makes sense to why things are the way they are internally in that unit. And I mean, easiest to work on, quickest turnaround. I think if we get a machine in, we can, depending on how the workshop looks, I've been able to do a full bearing rebuild, belt, and big block upgrade in about 2 days. Some pressing hours, but it can be done. And the beginning stages, we were trying to crank them out, but kind of slowly dialed it back so we could do a little bit more in-depth inspection of the machines, to give those guys better opportunities for more longevity out of that equipment.
Because that big block puts a bit more pressure on everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. So making sure just everything's nice and tight, very clean. That's one of my biggest things. I think one of the biggest reasons I got away from the floor was the dust. Not a big fan of the silica dust all over me at the end of the day. And then just keeping those units rolling. I mean, the machine workshop, it makes revenue, but that's not where we're trying to get these guys at. We want to keep you up and running. We want to make sure your equipment's in tip-top shape. Nobody's making money if your grinder's not running. So really focusing on just getting these guys prepared for each job, and making sure they have the tools and knowledge behind those to really put out the best product they can.
Yep. No, that's I agree with you that no one's making. The only guys who are making money when they're in your shop is you.
That's right.
Right.
Yep.
Best they get out and generate an income. Yeah. Working in the workshop, and I'm not going to ask you to throw any of your customers under a bus here, but I know that in Australia we've seen some pretty quirky things come through, some odd modifications that Does that kind of happen in the US as well, or does everyone keep everything in pristine condition?
Oh, nobody goes into the back of their machine. Yeah, no, there'll be guys that like to poke around and play with the equipment. If you are confident enough and you have some knowledge, they're fairly straightforward. I think my biggest learning curve was the electrical components and getting myself up to speed on kind of just the concept of electricity and how all of these components communicate with each other and make this machine run. Yeah,
it's a bit nerve wracking. We're going to give you the our PG. It's got computers inside, and you've got a degree in welding. I don't know. This might not end well.
yeah. No. Thankfully,
it's welding just fine.
Yeah. No, thankfully, I was blessed to have that ability to. I mean, I've always tinkered my whole life. I enjoy riding dirt bikes a lot, so I've always been around mechanical components, things like that. So the first day, I ripped down a PG top to bottom, and was able to put it back together fairly easy. So. Thankfully, that's something that comes natural for me.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
And so, what have been? I'm sure there's been some challenges. I mean, I've seen your workshop grow from getting small amounts of machinery into just being absolutely slammed with machinery as well.
Yeah.
What have been some of the tougher moments and some of the celebrated moments for the workshop?
I think. Really focusing on the quality of work. I take pride in a lot of my work, and I think one of the biggest things, if something comes through my workshop and it goes back out and there's a problem with it, that's my name attached to that. I think there's a lack of skilled trade in today's time. I'm only 26 years old, but through just the way I was raised, the people I put myself around in life, really felt that that's something that needs to be a staple within this industry. I think once we got quality kind of dialed in, we were able to start really putting out some pretty fast turnarounds as equipment came in. I think really the biggest thing that I was kind of proud of myself was the electrical kind of inner workings of the equipment. ChatGPT and Google and YouTube, I mean, that brought me up to speed fairly fast. I think getting some of that knowledge embedded in me, and then just being able to help these guys out. I mean, when I was on job sites and we would run into a problem, there was not really anybody to call. You had to figure it out yourself. So being that source of relief for these guys is really awesome. I mean, I've had time and time again customers just reach out to me and just express how grateful they are that they've never really experienced the type of support that we're offering. I think the big difference with a lot of these other companies, a lot of these other manufacturers, is you're not really getting access to the guys that are behind the scenes and really making it happen. And I think just getting that feedback, it's really, really good feeling to know that we're doing something that's right. I don't like BSing guys or trying to, I don't know, just doing things like that. It doesn't sit well with me. So knowing that we can be that point of relief for guys has just been an awesome feeling, and the response is great. I can't name a customer that's came through our workshop or use this system that's had a complaint. It's really awesome to have that access. Hayden, he's kind of been my workshop genie for the past 5 years. I mean, he's the guy that's been doing this, creating these pieces of equipment with y'all for the past however long he's been here. So I mean,
almost forever.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, having access to Hayden pushed me along a lot faster. How would I say that?
I guess having access to Hayden's been able to help you grow.
Yeah.
And learn a whole lot faster than if you had to, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Google on YouTube it yourself.
Yeah. No. Hayden has basically streamlined all that information directly to me, which has been incredible. I don't know if I'd be as far as I am or at the point I am without him or you guys behind it. No, it's been awesome.
You might be. You just might have blown up a few more things along the way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, only one blown VFD in the past 5 years. So
it's a pretty good rate.
I'll take that track record any day.
How did that happen?
I think that was actually an interesting one. We had a full rebuild come through, did a big block thing, and all the upgrades, bells and whistles. Got shipped back out, and the machine was in a rollover tractor trailer crash.
Oh.
So machine was in fairly good shape. It came back to the shop just to do a checkup. Went to fire the machine up, and with that, one of the capacitors was cracked. And so, I mean, that was just kind of...
That's how you found out.
Luck of the draw. Yeah, blew that guy up. But yeah, after that, we've done a little bit better of that intake. But no, yeah.
So it wasn't really on you then?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've blown up a couple of them that I remember.
Yeah.
You may have noticed I'm not in the workshop anymore. Not allowed there.
Yeah.
So you've been down under for how many days now? 4 days?
Got in Saturday. Yep. 4 days now. Yeah, no, really, really awesome.
Immediate impressions? Terrible weather.
Terrible weather. No, really, really cool. Obviously, any place new, you've always got ideas, but no, really, really cool layout. It's really good to come and see the headquarters. I think back at Eno, it's a couple of guys, and we are rolling. Everybody's wearing multiple hats, and we take pride in everything we do. And so it's very nice to come here and see the effort that you guys are putting in as well. I think one of my biggest commitments to Works and this team has been just the amount of attention to detail, the care for the customer, just the overall support of Works Plus. It feels like you're doing something right. I think I could be in a welding job making however much money, but at the end of the day, what's really going to make you happy? I think being a part of a team like this is pretty incredible. I think I fell into a really awesome spot. Between Jay and you guys, I don't think I could be in a better position for my future. I don't have any qualms or quarrels with anything that's going on. It's really awesome to know that there's still guys out there that care about skilled trade labor and want to make it better, make guys better. I think there's a different, y'all could be gatekeeping all of this information and be putting out the best floors in the world and nobody else. But the fact that...
Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, the fact that Works is, there's no secrets. You can come through our warehouse, you can see what's going on. It's just, it's very refreshing in a day and age that feels like there's a lot of just kind of fake BS, just stuff going on. So, no, yeah, it's awesome. I've no doubts in the trajectory of Works and in a whole. There's just nothing like it. There's yeah,
because you're not just involved in the workshop. I've seen photos of you, videos of you in the seminars.
Yeah, no.
Also, so you've got terrific skills in the implementation and application side still.
Yeah, no, I think that was one of the biggest benefits for me was having the tooling and the knowledge of the system. It's a lot easier to talk to a guy. I could be a sales rep and go try to sell some tools to somebody all day, but if you don't know the pain points these guys are experiencing on a day in, day out, they're going to read through that pretty quickly. And so I think that's it's the right way to go about this type of industry and this type of community. Just being able to have that knowledge. Eno is still a fairly small company. We wear a lot of hats, but I like it that way. I like Jay knows top to bottom what's happening in the warehouse. I know top to bottom, I mean, how to operate within that. So yeah, making myself an asset to this and really just giving my all to it. I have no doubts the future for us.
Speaking of the future, start with the past.
Mm-hmm.
2025, you went to Vegas.
Yep.
You broke something. I'm sure it was you. I'm sure you broke something. Okay, it wasn't you. It was Hayden, wasn't it?
It was Hayden.
So, saw the GKs for the first time. And ever since then, you've pretty much been the go-to guy. Like you said, you work very closely with Hayden, and you've spent a lot of time on the GK project from the time that they were released as those prototypes. You still got 2 of them living in the US.
Yep.
Names?
We got old Gwen, and then I think I'm not sure, is the 700 maybe Newman? Is that right? I don't know if that's right.
I only know Gwen.
I don't know if the 700 has a name yet, but
wow.
Yeah, so the 2 units we have in the US are the prototype models.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we left World of Concrete, we gave it to our guys that are still on the floors, and she's been running ever since. It's pretty impressive what you guys have came up with that machine. Over the past 5 years working on different grinders, I've had little thoughts and ideas or concerns for certain components. And all in all, the GK has surpassed any idea I've ever had. I mean, internally, one of the cleanest, most straightforward machines I've ever been inside of. I mean, what's not to love?
Come on, Joe. Be honest, man. What would you change? What would you have changed?
Oh, maybe go all gray.
All gray.
Yeah. No, I mean, I haven't had a complaint with it. It's a great piece of equipment, and our guys felt it on the first day. I mean, the amount of the production increase when you get on site with a GK, it's pretty amazing. I remember me and you, we were doing that demo in California, mm-hmm. and we were just gonna show the guys a little bit of glue removal, and I get to rolling, and Josh is just like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to remove glue." He's like, "Go faster." I'm just like, "Okay," and we just kept bumping the speed up, and I mean, she was just heating. I think that was one of the first times I really noticed the increase of efficiency and productivity with that.
This thing's dangerous.
It was impressive. I think all in all, y'all have thought about so many things that just people haven't taken into account with these pieces of equipment. I think if you want to be putting out high quality work and you want to be bettering your business and helping your guys, right? I mean, it's one of the biggest things. Your guys are the ones on the floor doing it every day. I mean, you can give them a $5,000 grinder and tell them make it work, mm-hmm. but what are you doing for your business? What are you doing for your livelihood of just day-to-day life? Being able to give somebody that piece of equipment, and it's fairly easy to learn. It's not. It looks like a big girl. It looks very intimidating, but I mean, we have guys come into seminars, and within 10 minutes of running it, they're doing their turnarounds. They're playing with the weight. I mean, it's very, very easy to jump into, which is pretty impressive. I mean, just so many bells and whistles that I couldn't even. Well, you even think of.
Yeah, that a lot of those bells and whistles are there because of the feedback that you've been able to provide from North Carolina, working with Hayden. Mm-hmm. So it's got your fingerprints all over it too. Yeah. So when we look at those machines, it's certainly a collaboration.
Yeah.
from all aspects, all angles of those who we're doing business with, and not just internally here at headquarters. And now you're here this week. You're getting even more in depth with these machines.
Oh yeah.
What are you up to with these machines this week while you're here?
So first few days, or Monday and Tuesday, kind of just getting my head wrapped around the logistics of what's going on internally. Like I said, thankfully I'm fairly advanced in taking things apart and putting them back together. So really getting an understanding for the electrical components and how those operate and communicate within the machine. It's not hard. It's just understanding that, I think is my biggest thing. Being able to understand what everything's doing within that piece of equipment basically gives me all the tools I need to troubleshoot with guys in that scenario. That being said, I don't think we're going to be having anywhere near the amount of calls I'm getting with a GK that I get with other pieces of equipment. Yeah.
It's different seeing everything laid out in a whole bunch of pieces, right?
Yeah.
Compared to, okay, we've got it all here mounted to a chassis and everything, and we're learning how it works versus, everything just laid out on a bench in components.
Yeah. No, so I think today I'm about to go to Tim's masterclass. We're gonna get some heads built up. Be going to the US, so if anything goes wrong, we're blaming Tim, not me.
Do you know which heads you're building today? What their names are?
I believe they are. Are we in the Back to the Future series?
Well, we wouldn't be able to say that because Marty and Doc is what's being built today.
All right, Marty and Doc.
Yeah. Yep. So if you end up with Marty or Doc and it has any issues, well, shouldn't be because it's a Wednesday build.
Yeah.
Right. Wednesday build, middle of the week. They're supposed to be the best model. So Marty and Doc today. So that's that'll be interesting to see what you think of that.
Yeah.
We're really, really grateful to have you here. And again, just part of that, I guess that commitment that Eno has to their customers. You guys have made the investment, come here and just learn these machines inside out. I mean, already for more than 18 months, you've been involved with this machine at the prototype level. And, the production units are a reflection of all of the feedback that's come from your team as well and your efforts over there. So it's really, really great to have you here.
I appreciate it.
Learning how all that stuff goes together again, getting any more feedback, but just that high level of commitment that you guys have to the customer base over there to make sure that those machines are always running and being optimized and optimizing businesses. So it's really great to have you here. But before we let you go, what do you do when you're not welding? When you're not grinding, when you're not fixing machines, what are you up to? You said motorbikes before.
Yeah, I think that's my main squeeze. I love dirt bikes. Ever since a baby, I've always been into it. Just living life, exploring the world. This trip unlocked my sixth continent. So besides Antarctica, I think I've done it all. Really loved outdoors. I do a lot of fishing. We got a good bit of water near us. Luckily, the coast is 2.5 hours east, and then we got our mountains 3 hours west. So anything outside. Got into snowboarding a few years ago, and that kind of pulled me in. Snowboarding, surfing, dirt biking. I mean. Anything that can get my adrenaline going, that's what we're into. It's pretty awesome. North Carolina's a great spot. We keep trying to get more and more of these guys out there so I can come get them into some stuff. But living life, seeing the world, just trying to be a good person, enjoy the little things. That's what it's about.
So you've been to 6 continents.
Yep.
If you live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Ooh, anywhere in the world. Well, there's always the part of me that wants to live off the coast of Greece and just get a sailboat and disappear off the face of the earth. Netherlands were really cool. I like Netherlands a lot. But Japan might be top of my list. Japan was very, very impressive. The infrastructure, the culture, everything's just top notch over there. Really like Japan a lot. I think I'll be making my way back there a few times. But no, I'm a Southern boy. Love North Carolina. I love the state I'm in. The people we're around. Big family guy, which is nice. But keeps me grounded at home. Yeah, I think if anything, I'll have some dream destinations throughout my life. But yeah, being in North Carolina back home, that's just something I can't seem to get away from.
Well, sounds like you're right where you want to be.
That's right.
Joe, thank you so much for making the big trip down to Bayswater.
Thank you.
As much as I'm disappointed that didn't make it on the list of your places to be, we're still very glad that you made the trip down here. Hope you get the most out of it and take it all back home with you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate y'all having me. It's been really cool to feel the hospitality that you guys have been giving me. That's kind of one of my other things. Just everything feels like a family with you guys. It doesn't feel like, I can talk to you, I can talk to Tim, I can talk to anybody, and it doesn't feel like there's any type of hierarchy. Everybody is working together to build this machine and keep it going. So no, it's awesome to be down here and get my hands in the dirt and see what's going on. It's been awesome.
Fantastic. Well, enjoy the rest of the trip.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Sweet.
This show is proudly supported by Works Plus. Works Plus brings total solutions to all concrete grinding and polishing contractors to make it totally work for their daily operations. We hope you've enjoyed this show. Make sure to tune in each week where we're going to dive deep into all things related to concrete grinding and polishing. We're here to help you so that you can boost your outcomes on the floor.